أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين آمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته يا أهل القرآن. I hope and pray that you all are in the best state of health and iman. Ameen. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, we have completed two surahs of this juz, that is Surah An-Naba and Surah An-Nazi'at, right? Alhamdulillah. And so today, inshallah, we will begin Surah Al-Abasa. And we're going to complete ayah number 1 to 22 today, inshallah. Okay, so let's begin first with recitation. I'm going to recite these ayahs with tajweed, and later on, inshallah, let's look into tajweed of each word here. Okay, Alhamdulillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم عبس وتولى أن جاءه الأعمى وما يدريك لعله يزكى أو يذكر فتنفعه الذكرى أما من استغنى فأنت له تصدى وما عليك ألا يزكى وأما من جاءك يسعى وهو يخشى فأنت عنه تلهى كلا إنها تذكرة فمن شاء ذكره في صحف مكرمة مرفوعة مطهرة بأيدي سفرة كرام بررة قتل الإنسان ما أكفره من أي شيء خلقه من نطفة خلقه فقدره ثم السبيل يسره ثم أماته فأقبره ثم إذا شاء أنشره.
So now inshallah let's look into tajweed rulings of these ayahs. And number 1, okay, عبس وتولى. Abasa, one haraka, don't stretch any of it. What sisters nowadays doing in the recitation class, many sisters are doing this, is you're stretching the harakas which has to be stretched only for one count, that is fatha, dhamma and kasra, that should be only stretched for one count. Changing that can be lahnal jali, don't stretch for more than one count. Abasa, especially the last letter of each word. Abasa, that is wrong. Abasa, abasa. Okay, and ayn should be clear. It's not abasa. Abasa wa tawalla. Wa tawa. 3 letters for one count, and this for 2 haraka. Lam is with tajdeed, emphasize it. And also there is standing fatha, stretch it for 2 haraka. Okay, this is actually alif makhsura, standing fatha followed by ya, right? Stretching it for only 2 haraka. This is madul asli. But why are we seeing this mad sign here even though we are stretching it for 2 haraka? Because this is mad al jayaz munfasil. The next word is beginning with which letter? Hamza. The mad due to Hamza. So if you want to connect these two ayahs, then obviously you'll have to stretch this mad for 4 count. Okay, why? Because mad due to Hamza are stretched for either 4 haraka or 5 haraka. So this is a separated mad where Hamza is in a separate mad. Mad al jayaz munfasil. If you want to connect the ayahs, then you should recite Abasa wa tawalla an in this way. But if you're not going to connect, if you want to stop here, then you're not supposed to stretch it. You have to stretch it only for 2 haraka, not 4 count, okay? Because madal jaz munfasil will not be valid if there is no hamza. We are not pronouncing that hamza. So don't go to this mud sign. If you see this mud sign and there and you're not connecting it, just recite it only for 2 haraka. Abasa wa tawalla. Okay, second ayah. جاءه الأعمى جاءه nun sakin followed by jim ikhfa is done جاءه again mud due to hamza, but here it is muttasil, the joined, right? The joined mud where hamza is in the same word. The stretching is same for all the mud due to hamza. The stretching is same, that is 4 count or 5 count. We are keeping it 4, minimum 4 is required, okay? This one is muttasil, this one is munfasil, that's it. The stretching is only 4 haraka. Do ikhfa here, nun sakin followed by jim. جاءه. This hamza should be clear. You should not merge the hamza with the mud like jahu, jahu. This is wrong. Ja'ahu. Hamza should be very clear. Ja'ahul a'ma. A'ma. Especially when there is hamza with fatha followed by ain. Many sisters are pronouncing ain first like ama. Ama is wrong. You have to first pronounce hamza with fatha clearly like then go to that ain sakina okay. If you just recited ama, then the meaning of word is changing. You're doing lahin al jali there, okay? A'ma. Again 2 haraka here due to this alif makhsura. Ja'ahul a'ma. وما يدريك لعله يزكى. وما, to count for this meme. وما يدريك, dal with the qalqala. يدريك لعله, ain clear, don't say lallahu, that is wrong. لعله, 2 haraka for this. Madal sila sughra, ha has inverted dhamma on it, make it 2 count. La'allahu yazakka. This is with a buzzing sound, but while making buzzing sound, remember you should not do hums. Hums means inclusion of your breath. If you include breath or a little bit of extra air in it, then it will sound like yes, yes. The mixture of z and s sound, okay? The mixture of z and s sound together will sound like z. Okay, za and sa together. It should not be like that. You should not include any extra air. Just pronounce it by the tip of the tongue touching the roots of your lower incisor teeth and closing your teeth together, and you have to pronounce it by a vibrating sound. Za, za. Okay, not za, za. Seen and the za sound should not be merged together. Yazakka. Kaf with hums and there is tajdeed. Yazakka. 2 count. Again you can see this madal jaz munfasil sign due to the next word starting with hamza, but stretch it only for 2 haraka. But if you want to connect, then you can stretch this for 4 count, okay? وَمَا يُدْرِيكَ لَعَلَّهُ يَزَّكَّى أَوْ يَذَّكَّرُ فَتَنفَعَهُ الذِّكْرَى. أو, not o. أو يذكر. See, here it is yazakka with a buzzing sound. Here you cannot make any buzzing sound from your tip of the tongue touching the corners of your front teeth, okay? Front 2 teeth. يذكر, يذكر, raw heavy. فتنفعه, تنفع, إخفاء, and all the letters here are for only 1 count. Don't stretch any of it. فتنفعه, ain clear. Connect ha to this zal. Hamzatul wasl and lam shamsi are not read, okay? No sign, then there is no sound. فَتَنْفَعَهُ الذِّكْرَى. Dhik, that hums must be there. Dhikra, dhikra. Ra heavy with standing fatha, that is alif makhsura. 2 haraka only. أَوْ يَذَّكَّرُ فَتَنْفَعَهُ الذِّكْرَى أَمَّا مَنِ اسْتَغْنَى. Mim mushadda 2 count gunna. With it you have to also stretch it for 2 haraka. Don't just say ma 2 haraka. Manistaghna. Mani. We had learned this in her Noone Qutni ruling, right? Iltaqa sakinin. This word is actually man, noon with sakina, and this word is istaghna. But what did we learn? During Hamzatul Wasla, what happens? It will already acquire a kasra or fatha or dhamma according to the grammatical ruling. Here the kasra is the added kasra. Manistaghna. Manistaghna. We had seen the example of manistata'a, right, in the ruling of iltaqa sakinin. Amma manistaghna. This ghain is a letter of rikhava. Rikhava means the flowing of sound. You should not stop it and do qalaqala there. You cannot say manistagh. Tagh is wrong. Manistaghna. Taghna. Okay, just flow it. Again, known for 2 haraka, alif makhsura. أما من استغنى فأنت له تصدى. Fa'anta. Don't say fanta. Fanta is wrong. Hamza must be clear. Don't merge it with the previous letter carrying fatha. Okay. Fanta is wrong. Fa'anta. Ikhfa again. 2 count. Gunna. Fa'anta lahu. 2 haraka madal sila sughra. Inverted dhamma. Lahu tasadda. Sad heavier. And dal for 2 haraka. Emphasize it. Okay. Tasadda. Don't say tasadda. The word will be wrong. Tasadda. فأنت له تصدى وما عليك ألا يزكى وما 2 count عليك عليك عين clear and I kind of sound with this lam عليك ألا 2 count compulsory. You have to stretch this for 2 haraka and also there is tajdeed. Emphasize it. ألا يزكى يزكى. Don't make that S and Z sound together. Yes, this is wrong. When you pronounce this, the air shouldn't strike to your palm if you keep it near your lips. Okay, it's not a Hams letter. يزكى وما عليك ألا يزكى وأما من جاءك يسعى وأما. Again, don't merge this hamza with waw and say wamma. Wamma is wrong. وأما 2 count غنة, 2 count stretching. من جاءك ikhfa here. Jim with the alif maddiya for 4 count due to madal. Wajib muttasil. Man ja'aka wa amma man ja'aka yas'a. Yes, don't do qalqala on sin sakina here. Yas'a is wrong. Yas'a. Yas'a. Pronounce ain correctly, not yas'a. Yas'a. وأما من جاءك يسعى وهو يخشى وهو 1 count وهو يخشى. That kha is also a letter of rikhava. The sound should flow. Don't say yaksha. Yaksha. Students are pronouncing it like kaf. It is not kaf. It is a throat letter from your first part of the throat. Adna al halaq. Yakhsha. The scratching of throat kind of sound. When you clear your throat, you make the sound of kha, right? But little bit less you have to make it here. Yakhsha, yakhsha. Okay, sheen for 2 count inshallah. وهو يخشى فأنت عنه تلهى. فأنت, not again fanta. Fanta is wrong. فأنت إخفى 2 haraka. عنه. There is no need of extra gunna here on nun sakin. Do izhar there, just showing it clearly, pronouncing it clearly. Anhu. Ha is huruf al halqi. Anhu, not anhu. Anhu. Talaha. Talaha. This ha from the last part of your throat with a blunt sound, and also there is tashdeed. You have to emphasize it, put a stress on it. Just don't say talaha. Talaha, talaha. Okay. فأنت فأنت عنه تلهى. Alhamdulillah. So the next ayah now. كلا إنها تذكرة. كلا. Lam mushaddad, emphasize it. Alif mad followed by hamza in a separate word. Mad al jayz munfasil for haraka. كلا إنها. نون mushaddad to kan غنة. إنها تذكرة. تذكرة. Don't do qalqala here like tadha. Tadha is wrong. Tadh. No buzzing sound. تذكرة. Ra heavy. Tai marbuta, the feminine ha, the round ha, round ta will convert to ha with sakina. Okay, always sakin, whatever can be the haraka on it, you just have to convert it into sakina. Ha sakina, and you have to pronounce it, or else it is like you're removing that sign of feminine there. Okay, it's not tadhkira, tadhkira, rah. Fine. كلا إنها تذكرة فمن شاء ذكره. فمن, noon sakin followed by sheen, therefore ikhfa is done for 2 count غنة. فمن شاء. Don't merge the hamza with this alif mad like sha, 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 sha. Hamza must be clear. And for haraka due to mad due to hamza here, mad al wajib muttasil. فمن شاء ذكره. ذكره. 1 count for these 3 letters. The with no buzzing sound, and ra must be heavier. And this ha with inverted dhamma, madal sila sughra, will convert to ha sakina. Inverted dhamma and standing kasra is always converting to sakin when doing waqf, right? So you'll have to stop it with sakina. ذكره. ذكره. Okay. فمن شاء ذكره في صحف مكرمة. في to حركة. صحف, not su. Su. You have to make it heavier. It is not su. Su, 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 su. Su, su. There is a difference. You have to do isti'ala by rising the last part of your tongue and make it heavier. Su, su. Okay. Suhufin. Suhufin. Okay. Fa has kasratan, that is tanween, followed by meme here. So idgham with 2 count. Gunna is done. Suhufin mukarramah. Mukarramah. Ra, emphasize it. Make it heavier, and this tai marbuta, the round ta again will convert to ha sakina. Okay. في صحف مكرمة, and pronounce the ha with sharpness. في صحف مكرمة مرفوعة مطهرة. Mar. Why is there tajdeed on this meme? Because the previous word is ending with tanween. When you connect it, it will be mukarramatin marfu'ah. Okay, but we are not connecting, so we will not recite this like this is wrong. Fine. No gunna, no tajdeed will be valid here due to we are not doing idgham. Okay, just marfu'atin. Ra sakin heavier, but don't make this meme heavy like more. It is ma. Marfu'atin. Ain clear, not hamza. Marfu'atin. Tanween followed by meme. 2 count gunna with idgham. Mutahharah. Ta heavier. If you make it ta, then the meaning of a word will completely change. It is muta. Mutahha. Emphasize this ha. Ra is heavy. Again ta marbuta, the feminine, the round ta will convert to ha with the sakina, and you have to pronounce it. You just cannot remove that ha. Okay. مرفوعة مطهرة. بأيدي سفرة. بأيدي. I, only one haraka. Remember, you cannot stretch this ya leen. You have to stretch it only when it converts to mad al leen. So when reciting this word, make sure that stretching of I should be lesser than the. Okay, this ya sakin is ya mad here. This ya sakin is ya leen here. بأيدي سفرة. سفرة. Ra heavy and ta marbuta will convert to ha sakina. بأيدي سفرة كرام بررة. Ra heavier, stretch it for two continuous alif maddiya. Min, tanween is followed by ba. What is the ruling we apply here? When nun sakin or tanween is followed by letter ba, we do iqlab. Iqlab means changing of tanween or nun sakin into letter meme, right? The conversion takes place here. So we don't say min, no noon here, instead mim, but with G conversion takes place. Dear sister, very good. Kiramin bararah. Okay, the gunna should be two haraka, and make sure to pronounce this tanween followed by ba, that is iqlab, just like ikhfa shafawi. Okay, just like that. The gunna should be very light there. Kiramin bararah. Bararah. Both the ra heavier and ta marbuta will convert to ha with sakin inshallah. Kiramin bararah. قتل الإنسان ما أكفره. قتل, not khutila or kutila, it is qutila, qutila. You have to pronounce this qaf correctly. Many have done this, dear sisters, and don't worry about if you don't pronounce it clearly now. Inshallah, if you practice and send me the recitation of it every day, inshallah you will correct it one day. Okay, you have to practice it. Don't leave and don't lose your hope. Practice this letter, because changing that to kha and kaf will change the meaning of Quranic words in many places. Okay, don't do this mistake. Pronounce this correctly. No hums is done. Qutila, qutila. Okay, qutila al-insanu. And don't do qalqala on this lam like qutila. This is the mistake commonly done nowadays from all of you. You should not do this. Okay, qutila. This is wrong. Qutila al-insanu. Not in. The tip of the tongue should not touch the upper gums. It should be down. Because we are doing ikhfa here. قتل الإنسان ما أكفره. Stretch this for 4 haraka. Okay, because this is mad al jayaz munfasal, separated hamza mad. ما أكفره. Hums is done. أكفره. Ra heavier. Ha with inverted dhamma will convert to ha with the sakin, because always inverted dhamma converts to sakina. Okay, this is also called as madal sila sughra. أكفره. قتل الإنسان ما أكفره. من أي شيء خلقه. Min, noon sakin followed by hamza, huruf al halqi, the throat letter. Therefore, it is just izhar. No gunna is required. Ayyi, ya mushaddad, you have to do a nabar. Nabar means rising the accent. Why we have to do that nabar here? If you don't do that rising of accent and don't emphasize this ya correctly, this ya may convert to ya leen, because the letter before it has fatha, and you may just recite it like I sound with ya leen. You just have to emphasize it and also rise the accent and say ayyi, so that the strength of tashdid should not decrease. Tashdid is important. We had learnt in the causes of lahn al jali, removing or adding tashdid is lahn al jali, right? You should not say I, wrong. Ayyi, okay. Min ayyi shay'in. Shay, I kind of sound, not shine. Shine is wrong. Shay'in. Tanween is followed by kha. Izhar again. Why? Because the kha is huruf al halqi. No need of extra gunna. Just pronounce tanween clearly. Shay'in khalaqah. this kha and this qaf are completely different. Their makhraj is different, their sifat is different. Kha is a letter of hams, qaf is a letter of jahr. Okay, kha is a letter of rikhava, qaf is a letter of shiddah. There are a lot of difference in it. Okay, you just, this sounds bit softer because of the last part of the tongue touching the soft palate, qa, but it is heavier than kha. Okay, kha sounds bit sharp and crispier like kha. There is a lot of difference in these two letters, but the makhraj is very near. Okay, the last part of the tongue is where the first part of the throat starts, right? So there is very less space or distance between them. That is why students get confused with the kha and the qaf and pronounce both same. Make sure don't recite it khala kha. Khala kha is wrong. Khala qa. Okay, and this ha with inverted dhamma, madal sila sughra, well stopping, convert it to sakina. Khalaqah. Khalaqah. Okay. من أي شيء خلقه من نطفة خلقه فقدره من نطفة نون sakin followed by noon idgham with two haraka gunna and a ta with the qalqala. Make ta heavier first, then you have to focus on qalqala. Ta must be heavy or else it will convert to ta. Don't do hums there. Min nut nut. Okay, it is, even if you do qalqala, you should not make it light like nut. It is sounding like ta with the qalqala, right? It should be ta. Nut nut. Don't make that noon heavy like no is wrong. No. Okay, only with practice you can come, you can recite it correctly. You have to practice a lot. Min nutfah. Okay, and this ta is waqf al mutlaq, absolute stopping. The meaning would be good here of an ayah if you stop at this point. If you want to continue, you can by doing izhar. Okay, but better to stop here. Waqf al mutlaq, absolute stopping. Stop it by converting this ta marbuta, the round ta, into ha sakina. Okay, min nutfah khalaqahu faqaddarah. Khalaqahu, kha and the qaf heavier and make it, pronounce it different, complete. Don't pronounce it as same. Kha is wrong. Khalaqahu, half or two count. Faqaddarah. Qaf again, don't pronounce it like a kaf or a kha. Okay, faqaddarah. Ra heavier and ha with the sakin during waqf. Min nutfah خلقه فقدره ثم السبيل يسره. Summa, sa here in all the three ayahs you can see there is a sa. How to pronounce it? The tip of the tongue, that is the front portion of your tongue, the head of it, should touch the corners or edges of your upper front two incisor teeth. But if you're feeling difficult to understand this, I would say you with the easiness that you just have to bite the tip of the tongue between your upper and lower front teeth. Just bite it. Summa. But the real makhraj is that you have to, biting may require little pressure, right? That pressure is not actually required here. You just have to touch the head of your tip of the tongue to the corners or edges of your upper front two incisor teeth. Okay, summa su with a lot of hums there. Okay, summa mim mushaddad two count gunna. Summa sabila yassarah. Sin emphasize it and ra heavier and inverted dhamma into sakin. ثم السبيل يسره ثم أماته فأقبره ثم, again same thing, no whistling sound in tha and mim with two count gunna. أماته, ha for two haraka. qalqala فأقبره, ra heavy and again this ha will acquire temporary sukoon. ثم أماته فأقبره ثم إذا شاء أنشره. ثم ثا clear, ميم مشدد to count غنة. إذا no buzzing sound here, okay. إذا same, the makhraj of الذال is just like this tha. Tip of the tongue should touch the corners of your upper front teeth. إذا شاء 4 حركة مد الواجب متصل. أنشره إخفاء here. أنشره ra heavy and this have like temporary سكون. ثم إذا شاء أنشره. Alhamdulillah, that is it for today. Ayah number 1 to 22. The remaining ayahs from 23 to 42 we will learn in tomorrow's class, inshallah. So if you have any doubts in these ayahs, you can ask me now. After that, inshallah, let's recite these ayahs for many times, inshallah, okay? So that you all can practice this well. I'm gonna unmute your mics. First you ask any doubts if you have any. Then inshallah, let's recite, okay?
Jazakallah khair.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah,
let's end the meeting.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair.
جي sister. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاكم الله خيرا.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
الحمد لله.